Hello, this is Carl Jackson with Sedona.biz, and it's time for our weekly installment of our video blog. And we're having a lot of great success letting our readers into the lives of some of our writers. And today we have one of our great food critics who gets a lot of reads. We get a lot of great comments about all her articles. Bonnee Klein Gilligan. Hello, Bonnee. How are you?
Hi, Carl.
So Bonnee has been writing articles for us for what, about a few months now, or maybe even longer.
Since November.
Since November, and written on a lot of great restaurants like Asylum, Pizza Picasso. What other ones? Heartline Cafe.
Heartline Gourmet Cafe.
Gourmet Cafe.
Raw Cafe. Delish. Hip.
And one of the things that's interesting about your articles is they start off with sort of a review of the restaurant, and then you have a recipe, and then you kind of end it with sort of a special find of the day. So just kind of curious, first of all, just sort of ask you, how did you get into food? What made you want to be a food critic? And then what made you sort of decide that you wanted to lay the article out there with recipes and great finds?
Well, I love to eat.
Okay.
So
that sounds good.
the restaurant reviews actually are always about my favorite restaurants. I'll never write about one that I don't like.
Okay.
So it's only an experience, My idea is to take people on a tasting, on an eating experience with me.
And then do your recipes relate to the restaurant, or sometimes they're different?
Sometimes they relate to the restaurant, sometimes they relate to the find. If I happen to have breakfast, I may put pancakes in there.
Okay.
Okay. If I do a find on wine, I may have a recipe like a glog or something like that. I have put recipes from my grandmother in there.
Oh, cool.
And I find they're always recipes that I try first, and I have to really love the recipe before I put it in there.
So you actually you prepare the meal, you cook the meal?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Now I noticed one of your last reviews, Asylum, you actually reached out to the chef.
I did. The recipe was for the soup that they have, the squash soup. I liked it so well that I thought, let's try this, and they said sure. So. And
then they sent you, I guess they sent you a picture of.
It was online.
Oh, it was online.
It was online,
okay.
And they said that I could include it.
Okay. Now it's not just restaurants that you review. At the end of your article, sometimes you'll put a farmer's market or
anything food related.
Okay.
So, if a place has local food, they make some kind of a local product that's food related. They sell like Euro Deli, they sell things that are food related. They may have a deli in their store as well.
Okay.
They may have wine or beer or something food related, something fun.
Now, this is probably going to be a question you're not going to want to answer, but do you have a favorite so far? Do you have a favorite restaurant, or?
Actually, I have a lot of favorites.
Okay.
All the ones that I've written about are my favorites.
Oh, okay. Good answer.
And there's lots more to come.
So that's another thing. It's not just Sedona. Even though we're Sedona.biz, it's the whole Sedona Verde Valley.
It is, and I'm going to throw in one from Flagstaff and Prescott once in a while.
Oh, it sounds great.
Yeah.
Now we're almost done, but I didn't want to end the video without letting people know that you're I guess a food critic on the side, or a foodie on the side. But what you are really a specialist in is you're a Reiki master teacher.
Yes.
Could you let our visitors know a little bit about what you do in Reiki, in case they want to contact you as well?
Oh, well, I teach all levels of Reiki, and Reiki is I see it as a spiritual discipline, but often people call it a healing technique. And one of the great benefits from Reiki is that it relaxes the body, and it holds you So, in order to heal, if you will, you have more of who you truly are.
Okay.
Be able to permeate your body. So you become more who you are by the use of Reiki. So you're more self-actualized, if you will. And you're more relaxed. Lots of good things.
Now, how could, if people wanted to contact you about Reiki, how would they do that?
Well, you can write to me at Bonnee@calmspeed.net.
And that's BONNEE at calmspeed.net.
You can go to my website. It's reiho, reiho.org.
Okay.
And I teach Reiki under my spiritual name, Adonai. So you'll see the site is Reiki Ryoho Pages by Adonai. So don't be thrown, that's me too.
Okay. Well, Bonnee, thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Carl.
Okay.